Hey everyone, it's John here from MCKAY, back with another video. Let's do some Pittsburgh Penguins offseason talk. So, tough Game 7 first round loss to the New York Rangers after being up 3-1 in the series. Obviously the injuries to Crosby, Raquel, Jari didn't help. So, I want to try to sign their UFAs and see what we can work out with cap and then potentially make a couple trades. So, we're going to aim to sign the big boys back because it seems like Malkin wants to retire in Pittsburgh. It seems like Letang wants to stick around. So, let's do it. So, in terms of I actually thought this was kind of creative in terms of the numbers, in terms of, I would say, production. Let's say Malkin, the same way Crosby did with this number, we'll say Malkin does $7.2 million. So you bring Malkin back for, he said 3 more years. We'll do 3 more years at 7.2 mil. So you bring Malkin back. You got your 4 centers up the middle. You bring Letang back. We'll do Letang at a long-term one, 5 years, and his number as well, 58. All right, we'll do 5.8. I was about to say 4.8, 5.8 million. So Letang, 58. Give him that 5.8 for 5 years because Letang made a joke, 5+ years. We'll give him 5 years. Play till 40 with Pittsburgh for 5.8. There you go. So Letang sticks around. You got your defense core there. So you still got 16 mil to work with. Well, I think Raquel looked good. When he was healthy, I thought Raquel looked good. So Raquel put up pretty decent numbers. He's still fairly young, so you'll sign Raquel to 5 years. And Raquel maybe do 5.5 long term. There you go. So Gensel, Crosby, Raquel. Maybe that's the new top line if Rust goes somewhere else. But we're going to try to sign Rust as well. And maybe try to trade Zucker. So maybe in a bigger package you trade Zucker. We'll put him in the trade for now. Brock McGinn sold heavy in Game 7, but he might just stick around the 3rd or 4th line. You trade away Kapanen. We'll try to re-sign Rust. Let's do a fun trade here. Not take it too seriously. Who could Pittsburgh trade with? One of the Western Conference teams, maybe. Zucker and Kapanen. Let's see. Let's do a trade with the Kraken, maybe. The Kraken take a stab at Kapanen. And maybe the Pens. Could the Pens try to bring back Brandon Tanev? Maybe. I feel like Seattle's going to want to keep Tanev. And he put up some good numbers with them, right? But you know what? We'll try to bring back Tanev for Pittsburgh here. And let's see. Maybe take a stab at someone else here. How about Jordan Eberle? Bring Eberle to Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh trades their 1st round pick in 2022. This is a draft day move. 1st round pick, Kapanen and Zucker for Tanev and Eberle. Lock it in. Hot take. Do it. Having some fun here. Why not? Tanev could be that identity 3rd line and Eberle into the top 6. So you got Tanev, Carter. You got your defense core, and then you try to bring back Rust here. So even Raquel could slide over to the left wing here. And then you have McGinn, Carter, Tanev as your 3rd line if you sign Rust. So the hypothetical here, you have $7.8 million of cap space here. So you'd have to do a lot of maneuvering here. And you'd probably have to trade a guy like Marcus Pettersson. So try to trade Marcus Pettersson. Maybe in a swap deal, you'd probably have to add a 2nd round pick. So maybe, who needs maybe a left shot defenseman? I feel like Ottawa usually does some stupid moves. Sorry, Sens fans, but Marcus Pettersson. Maybe you try to just take a shot at, let's see here. One of these guys. Where are these cap hits at? Actually, Hamonic was a UFA, right? I was going to say that could be funny. Hamonic, maybe? Send McGinn to Ottawa. Create some more cap space. Bring in another depth guy from Ottawa. Maybe. Let's see. They like Austin Watson. What if we just leave the trade like that? Get a 3rd round pick from Ottawa. A little dump action there. Submit the trade. And you save some cap. Alright. Maybe not an amazing trade for Pittsburgh there, but you get the cap space for Rust. You're kind of just dumping those contracts for Pittsburgh. And you go to sign. Let's see. Let's sign Russ. And we'll try to bring Rodriguez back too, but that's going to be tough. He put up some big numbers, so maybe $7 million for Rust for 4 or 5 years. He's 30, so 5 years for Rust. Crosby, Gensel, Rust, Raquel, Malkin, Eberle, Tanev, Carter, O'Connor can be in there as well, but you got to bring some guys up. Okay, so $4.6 million of cap space. So you could probably sign Rodriguez here for maybe. You'll give Rodriguez that big chance. Maybe $3 million for 4 years. There you go. Rodriguez on the 3rd line with Carter and Tanev, and then O'Connor and Bluger. And you have 1.6. So you basically have enough to get a 4th liner and a backup goalie. So say you just re-sign Louis Domingue. Three years. Lock him in. So Domingue's your backup with Jari. And then you have literally enough to just sign like a veteran forward. Let's have some fun with it. Just a veteran forward for Pittsburgh. You go Nola Chari. He probably wants more though. Let's see. Maybe if you're Pittsburgh, you just bring back Zach Aston Reese. Why not? For fun. How much space you got? Okay, there you go. You can sign Aston Reese for $850 for a couple of years. And Aston Reese is on the 4th line with Bluger and O'Connor. So that's not bad if you're Pittsburgh. Hey, tell me what you guys think. I think it's a hot take and a half, but Gensel, Crosby, Rust, Eberle, Malkin, Raquel, Tanev, Carter, Rodriguez, Aston Reese, Bluger, O'Connor. Then your defense, Dumoulin, Letang, Matheson, Marino, Ruiddle, Hamonic, and then Jari Domingue. You could even just keep, for example, Brock McGinn and just sign a cheaper defenseman. So if you wanted to revert this trade, for example, with Ottawa. Say, keep McGinn on that line. Keep O'Connor. Don't sign Aston Reese. Trade Pedersen. Attach him with a pick. And then you go find a team like Montreal. Montreal would take a stab at it. And then just acquire some guy. You could even do like a swap trade with Montreal. Hot take. Bring in Armia. Throw in Brock McGinn. And then bring a defenseman in, maybe. A defenseman could be, I don't know. You could probably bring in Petrie if you wanted for Pittsburgh, but Or maybe if you're Montreal, you're just willing to get rid of the Armia contract because he didn't play well. You bring in some depth and defense, and Pittsburgh gives them some incentive with draft picks, and you just make the trade. You get cap relief. You throw Armia on that fourth line. It works. In this case, you'd have to do maneuvering. You're about $300K over the cap space, so you'd have to do some maneuvering in this scenario, but it's not bad. Pittsburgh has a lot of options this offseason, but starting in the offseason, they're going to have like close to $30 million of cap space to work with. But got to sign Malkin. They'll have Raquel and UFA, Brian Rust, Chris Letang, so a bunch of guys they have to sign. So Pittsburgh has a lot of options, so just wanted to fool around a little bit, see what we could do. But I would imagine their defense looks something like this going into next year. Maybe Marcus Pettersson's still in there. And they got a lot of options for their forward group. I think they should go, if they don't keep Raquel and even lose Rust, then they're going to have to bring in a couple top six forwards. But I imagine Rust might come back, and then if they don't keep Raquel, a guy like Jordan Eberle, if you're Pittsburgh, that'd be a really good target. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the notification bell, and let me know what you think Pittsburgh's going to do in the offseason.